Hi, it's Julia Cook. Time for Bookends. It's Monday morning. And if you hear some rain in the background, it's because the rain is coming down here like a lot right now. So I can't really go outside and play and just sitting in this kind of dreary background. But you know what? On the inside, we're going to have some fun. Kirby's all ready. We're going to read today a book that's called My Way or the Highway. And this is a book that's really special to me because it talks about being flexible. And let's see, who do we have here? We have Jessica Thompson is watching. And, oh, there you go. Hi, Suze. And this book is really near and dear to my heart because the character in this book happens to be my granddaughter, Cora June. And when she grows up, I want her to be a good leader. And in order to be a good leader, one of the qualities that you need to have is you've got to be flexible. And right now, being flexible is something that we all need to work on because life isn't exactly the way it normally is. So with that, let me read to you. Let's see. Oh, somebody else is tuning in. Who do we have? We have Kate O'Malley watching from Long Meadow, Maine. And we have Massachusetts, excuse me. Hi, Pat. And Taylor, you're saying that this is one of your favorite books? Well, here we go. This is called My Way or the Highway. Is Cora June. People say that I'm too bossy. I don't think I am. I just know how I want things to be. Don't do it that way. Listen to me. We're playing this because I say so. It's my way or the highway. You can't say no. Yesterday at school, the teacher gave us a spelling worksheet that was super boring. I worked on it for a while. Then I stood up and said, I'm tired of doing this. Raise your hand if y'all want to go home. Every hand went up in my whole class except for my teacher's. Cora June, you need to sit down. You're not the boss of this class. If you can't figure out your worksheet, please raise your hand and ask. But I don't want to do this. And neither do they. This class would be more fun if you do things my way. Well, you can't always get what you want. Someday maybe you'll be the teacher, then you could be the boss of your very own classroom. But right now, you are only the boss of you, and it's my job to help steer you in the right direction. You need to be more flexible and do your work. At recess, I started a dodgeball game. I picked the teams because I just know how I want things to be. Don't do it that way. Listen to me. We're playing this because I say so. It's my way or the highway. I can't say no. Cora June, you're being way too bossy again. You need to go to timeout and think about how you can be more flexible. My best friend Truman came to my house after school to play. I get to go first. You can't play with that. Whatever you do, don't you pick up my cat. I just know how I want things to be. Don't do it that way. Listen to me. We're playing this because I say so. It's my way or the highway. You can't say no. You should be more flexible, Cora June. I'm going home. That night, my mom fixed bean soup for dinner. Bean soup? I'm not eating bean soup. It gives me gas. It makes me toot. You need to fix me something else, like mac and cheese or a turkey melt. Cora June, we need to have a talk. You think you're the boss, but I'm sorry, you're not. Your teacher called and told me about today. Seems like it's hard for you when you don't get your way. You need to be more flexible. Yeah, Mama, I tried that. It doesn't work. I just know how I want things to be. But seems like people won't listen to me. Well, life isn't all about you. You have to think about other people too. You can't always get what you want. Cora June, you have everything you need to be a great leader. But none of that's going to count if you don't have a way to figure out how to use your power of flexibility, because you can't lead if people don't want to follow you. But Mom, what does that even mean? You have a power inside your head that helps you say things a different way. When you ask people instead of tell them, people will listen to what you say. Like today, when Truman was here, instead of telling him what you wanted him to do, maybe you could have just asked him, "Hey Truman, what game do you want to play?" Your power of flexibility helps you do things you don't want to do. It helps you learn to listen to others, because life isn't all about you. Like at school today, you're not in charge of your class. Your teacher is. It's her job to tell you what to do, and it's your job to follow instructions that'll keep you safe and help you learn and grow. Oh, and always keep in mind, Cora June, you're in charge of your actions. Since I'm your mom and Dad is your dad, it's our job to make sure we steer you down the right path. Someday when you grow up, maybe you can be the mom. Then you can be the boss. But right now, it isn't your turn. Cora June, I love you so much. I want you to be your best. Without your power of flexibility, your behavior's just a mess. Maybe my mom is right. At school, I did everything my teacher asked, and I didn't try to be the boss. At recess, I let the other kids pick the teams, even though we lost. Truman came over after school again. I let him choose what to do. I even ate leftover bean soup, and I didn't even say ooh. I used my power of flexibility the whole entire day. Now I realize that life's still okay when I don't get my way. But I still like to be the boss sometimes. All right. Now, when we talk about being flexible, it doesn't mean that you give up everything that you want for someone else. It means that you take time to listen to them and think about where they're coming from, and then you bend and stretch and come up with some kind of a compromise or a good idea that works for both people. It's kind of like, what I want you to do today is if it's not raining where you live, is to go outside and look at the trees. The trees right now are in bloom, and there's so much wind and rain and all kinds of adversity that are coming their way. And they have to bend in the wind, and they have to stretch in the wind, and they have to get so much flexibility. Because if they weren't flexible and they had all this wind and rain and all the things that make them grow come their way, if they weren't flexible, when the wind came, they would break in half. And then they couldn't be beautiful. They couldn't turn into a beautiful blooming tree. So take a walk outside today and look at the branches on the trees and watch how they move in the wind and how flexible they are. And then think about that. Maybe I can be flexible in the way I think about things. Life isn't all about you, and you're not the boss yet. Someday when you grow up, then you can be the boss. But right now, your parents and your teachers and your grandparents, that's who the boss is, and the people that are taking care of you. So you need to actually listen to what they say and do those things. I found this cool meme. Let me find it in my computer really quick right here. I found this. I thought this was kind of a cool picture. And let's flip it around. You guys, you know how sometimes you bend and stretch and it's really hard to make your muscles stretch out, so you have to work at it over time. And then if you stretch every day a little bit more, pretty soon, all of a sudden, you have a lot of flexibility. Your power of flexibility isn't just in your head, it can be in your body too. So work on flexing your muscles and stretching your body. Work on your physical flexibility, but also work on that inside your head flexibility. Because, you know, life isn't all about you. We like to think life is all about us, but it's about everybody. And we're all in this situation together, and we're doing everything we can to stay inside and be smart, stay safe. And actually, we're having a little bit of fun, too. So, I got to grab my Kirby here. And is there anybody out that I'm going to read? Is there anybody out that or comments that you want to say anything to Curb? She's got her little dots, connect the dots outfit on today. I'll just see for us a few minutes to see. Parents and teachers, I'm going to put something on my Facebook later on about maybe we can have a little live chat here going on for us and the things that we're going through too. So, doesn't look like, I just want to tell you guys, her nails are painted, but they're starting to come off. She needs a manicure. It's kind of tough to get her in there. This is a little dog. She is 2 pounds 8 ounces, soaking wet, and her name's Kirby. She's an Applehead Chihuahua. She came from Buffalo, Minnesota. She's 7, and she travels everywhere with me. And she has 2 jobs. One of them is to keep me entertained on the road. And the other one is to teach kids not to go up to dogs if they're not with their parents or if they're not with a grown-up. So she's actually a service dog for Child Watch. And she has a big heart and a great big purpose, and she loves kids. And boy, does she miss you guys. She misses you a lot. All right. So, okay, Paul says our kitties Kai and Pumpkin say hello. Kirby loves cats. She barks at other dogs, but she absolutely loves cats. All right, Julia Cook signing off till Friday. I can't wait to see you Friday mornings, bright and early at 9 a.m. I want you to, is that Central Time? Kick off this week being more flexible, baby. You can do it. Bye.